But first tonight at 10, 7 homicides in 13 days in Kansas City, a trend going the wrong direction.
So every year we always have faith and we hope that it doesn't surpass the previous year.
The latest murder happened early this evening. A woman flagged officers down near Linwood and Forest, saying that a man in her car had been shot. He died at the hospital. There are no suspects in that shooting. This marks Kansas City's 107th homicide of the year, on pace to be one of our deadliest years in Kansas City history. With violence comes a lot of trauma, especially for children.
KSHB 41's Alyssa Jackson talked with advocates working to start the healing process at a very early age.
A record pace for homicides in Kansas City is leaving behind more and more victims of violence, such as Sonny Carney.
He was Kansas City's 9th homicide of 2012.
Time was lost.
I didn't get healed until I was maybe 22.
On a day she'll never forget, 2 days before Carney's 17th birthday, her father was taken.
Some things that I went through, losing somebody who was a hero to me, the best role model that I can ever think of in my life, is that I lost that feeling of protection. And then being that my dad is an unsolved homicide, you go through paranoia.
The chance to grow up with a father was stolen from her, but she decided being the child of a homicide victim was only the start of her race and her organization.
By the grace of God, he created that testimony for me to be able to help and serve other children like me.
Even from as early as 6 weeks old, children who deal with trauma like Carney need counseling.
It impacts them immediately. They just don't have the words to say it.
Children's Place knows that sometimes a child's trauma response is what they show you.
It definitely takes an immense toll, and it can be two different things. We either see kiddos with very big behaviors, or we see that kiddo who's withdrawn, who kind of acts like nothing has happened.
As Carney sees it time and time again, after a homicide, trauma can meet a child before they even have skills to cope with it.
Especially with the recent homicides lately, we have families or homicide victims' children who are not yet even born.
These moments they can't get back.
A lot of homicide suspects are just unhealed children.
Are also moments some children never get to have.
This cycle over and over again
That Carney wants to interrupt by showing victims from childhood that healing isn't impossible.
If you speak up and you get the help that that child needs, you're saving that child's life from going through so many different directions.
In Kansas City, Alyssa Jackson, KSHB 41 News.